Hey y'all, I'm gonna give a couple of people some time to come in. We're gonna talk about some things today. I'm outside, so if you hear any background noise, just know we within the elements. Make sure you hit that like button as soon as you come in to show your girls some love. Let the people know that you are here. But we're gonna be getting into a couple of things because I see a couple of people playing both sides of the fence. Definitely playing both sides of the fence when you could actually stay neutral and not play either side. You can just have an opinion. You don't have to pick a side to have an opinion. Hey Tanelia Parker. Hey Miss Judy. Hey Gina. Hey Stacy. Hey y'all. I know I usually don't go live around this time, but I said, hey, let me pop in and see how my people is doing. Hey Marshawn, how you doing? Yeah, people making fake accounts and all type of stuff just to be able to argue with the same side. That does not make sense to me. Hey, pretty princess. Hey, Pamela. Hey, Hassana. I've noticed a lot of drag footing going on. You understand? And I'm really not liking it. I don't know if people trying to be a part of a situation just to feel relevant, or it's because they actually have a side. When why do you have to have a side when you could play the middle? Hit that like button, y'all. Like I said, I'm outside, so excuse the background, but I'm confused. People want to be underneath people comments, and I think it'd be some of the people from this same side that be putting some of the comments that they be putting because it doesn't make sense. It don't make sense. On top of the fact, these people pick the most godly names to put on their profiles to say the most ugliest things. Like, make it make sense. I have to be single, mad, and broke to be able to have an opinion on something that I know is not right. After the morning I had with these negative energy training, I needed one of your lives. Yes, definitely, Miss Judy, because they be doing the most. If I was to screenshot and show y'all some of the comments that these people leave under my statuses or even in my inbox, you would be amazed. But I as a person, I don't cut that easy. So for me, it'd be pure humor. But I'm starting to think that some people is trying to make it seem like they defending Robert just to be relevant or just to have something to talk about at this point in time. Everybody's not in it for the same thing. Some people are true, how can I say, supporters and actually want the man to go on the other side, you know, and be okay. But some people is just using it as a situation to be relevant. Hey, Miss Poo Poo. Yes, you caught my live. Yes. Hey Shania, I hope I'm saying it right. It's all about God. Hey you, hey God. Nah, but for real, I've been noticing in me, my instincts is real good, real good. And we all got our own reasons for how we got into the situation, whether you was a Robert believer from the beginning or you watched the situation unfold and then you became a Robert supporter or however it worked out. But it doesn't have to be because you have a dislike for the other person that you are defending what's being defended. Right is right and wrong is wrong. And anybody that has a strong mind can tell what's right in this situation and see that there's a whole lot of wrong going on. I don't know. I feel. Hit that like button though, y'all. Make sure y'all hit that like button. I'm sorry about the background, but I feel if you are an adult, certain situations you just won't respond to in certain ways. Do you understand what I'm saying? You just would not be able to as a person, not one with common sense. I was a fan of both until she got on the BS. Yes, Stacy, I was a fan of both too. I used to watch her hauls with her friend. Well, her friend, that ain't her friend no more. Nobody that was her friend is her friend anymore. But I used to watch the holes from the store with her and the girls, and I used to actually say, you know what, I respect the hustle. You understand, the family hustling, grinding, getting it together. But when you see that a person's action is not matching their words, then you have to start to think differently. And that's what happened with me. I didn't just wake up one day and say, you know what? No. Actually, I watched her more than I watched him on Facebook at one point in time. But then once the situation happened and I seen the way things started to unravel, I'm like, something is the math ain't mathing. So I spent the block. Yes, Miss Judy. Every time there is drama, I see the same chat names on every channel. Start and mess. It's definitely more supposedly RH supporters starting drama than the fleas. Yes, people are making fake profiles and doing things just to be able to argue with the same side that they on and not look guilty. Definitely, Stacy, right? Because at the end of the day, you can feel how you feel. You can be neutral. You don't have to pick a side, period. As an adult, you are able to give your opinion, and that doesn't have to have a side at all. But some people can see the how can I say, the attention that this situation is getting, because now you just got all type of creators coming out the woodwork, basically making videos about the situation. Anybody know at this point, if you make a video talking about Robert and Brianna, that is going to give views. So that is what people are doing. But I feel like some people are using this situation to throw jabs even on the other side. I don't use the situation to throw jabs. I don't know Brianna. I don't know Robert. I know of the situation, so that's the only thing that I choose to speak on. But other people act like they know these people in real life. They act like they really know these people in real life, and that's where it get conflicted. And then some of the women that be saying some of the things online, and they old enough to be all of our mothers. It's crazy for me. It's crazy for me. In order for me to speak on Bree, I gotta be mad. I gotta be broke. I gotta need a man. I didn't know that needing a man gave you an opinion. Oh, the only time you have an opinion is when you got a man. Well, if we ain't gonna talk about not having a brain of their own, right? Because some people really don't have a brain of their own. Hey, Ann, if Bree was smart, she would do a Bree Goes to Therapy segment on her channel. Make her channel about getting herself right. But I'm speaking to the chair. She tried to do that, but she was still lying, even down to the factors of making her kids look like liars. So the therapy really didn't work. If you're not going to therapy to really heal, then you just wasting your money, because she did it for the views. She didn't actually do it for the help. Yes. RH and Krishan should definitely be on the podcast for DV together. She going to flood the net soon. Yeah. And respectfully, Big Rock and Little Rock. And I respect her shit on that too at the end of the day. Hey, Rebecca. Hey, Ann. It's not what you do, it's always how you do it. And you thought by replacing a person, you would be erasing the person. And you had to watch them glow up right in front of your face. She thought that man was out of here. Make sure y'all hit that like button. Make sure you hit that like button. She really thought her replacing that man was going to erase that man. She thought when he got sick, she thought that he was no longer going to be here. Let's just say that she thought he was going to be out of here. So anything that she gained within the process of being with him, she felt was going to be hers. But once she seen that he was growing and getting stronger, it had to be another way out. But for me, I don't know if I'm the only person that see it, right? Why is it that if she's talking about the kids was so much or so much happier now, why all the pictures that she posting of the kids is from when she was with Robert? None of them are from now. None of the pictures that she take now is even suitable family pictures to even brag about at all. Cause it seemed like Jonelle thinks that being a clown is the thing. Like he tried to make a joke out of everything. That's how you could tell when some people is uncomfortable. They try to make a funny or bring a joke in the room to, I guess, lighten the tension, if that's what it is that you want to call it. But all of us come up here and we all display our feelings in different ways. You're not gonna get the same opinion from different from other people. I feel the way that I feel about the situation, and even though another person may defend the situation, they feel the way that they feel. But that don't mean that we're both going to display it the same way. Me personally, I just don't agree with some of the ways that some people choose to display. Because it's one thing to give your opinion on a situation and actually have some checkpoints about what it is that you're saying, and it's another thing to use a situation just to fully bash a person and use the situation as the cover for why you bashing the person. I don't totally agree with that. I hear some people videos where everything that's anything that has to do with Bree, these people have something to say about. Now, I'm going to say something about the things that I see that I don't agree with. Those other people may not agree with the same things, but I mean, they have the right to disagree with what they disagree with. But come on, some people really be dragging it and being disrespectful, really disrespectful. Is a professional way that you're supposed to handle yourself at by all course. And just because you are a person that has a platform and you have a voice, you have to be very, how can I say, careful how you use that voice. You got people all over the world listening to you, and you wouldn't want to be a person that put the wrong type of things out into the air. Miss Boo, Robert definitely have a gift because everybody benefits from him. Yes, everybody, the good, the bad, and the ugly. Definitely so. And I just appreciate the factors of Robert because he acknowledges the support. He's not a person that's just on some, oh well, I'm another big name person, or I'm just another person that everybody is getting some type of notoriety off of. No, you acknowledge him and he definitely will acknowledge you. But on the other side, it doesn't seem like there's any type of acknowledgement to be made because the only thing that's being thrown is stones. Is a lot of deflecting, is a lot of back and forth. At this point, it seemed like a bunch of schoolgirls that the cool kids arguing with the not so cool kids, or whoever think they cool at this point arguing with the factors of who they don't think is cool at this point. Is no longer even about the situation at hand. I thought that we all came around and about with this situation due to domestic violence. Someone lied about being mistreated. Hey Aries, how you doing? Hey Slim Thick. Somebody lied about a situation, and I thought that we all was here to support the person that was lied on. But some people, I don't want to stand on the same side of them because the way that they showing their support, that's not the type of person that I am. It is not. I mean, it's really, really not. It's not what you do. It's always about how you do it. And you can still get your point across without having to be disrespectful. That's why I don't understand how did people kids get into this? How did people addresses, names, jobs, and anything that has to do with personal information? The information that we put and talk about, we didn't go looking for. It was put out there for us to see. Personal information is something that people went looking for to cause another person some type of harm, whether it was in the factors of creating a problem in their home, far as them losing their job, their kids, or even their fucking sanity through some of the situations that done took place. Like, at the end of the day, we all done been through some Robert and Krishan situations. Some people just choose to switch their situations underneath the rug. We get to watch theirs in 4K. Excuse me, y'all. Like I said, I'm outside because I'm waiting for my baby to get off the school bus. So I figure I chat with y'all in the process. But yes, we all done been in some situations. It's just ours is not in front of the camera. So some people could sweep theirs under the rug and talk about what would never be them and what they couldn't be and what wouldn't be. But we all done accepted some things that we never thought that we would. Hey, a life with treasure. Like, yeah, I'm not one that's going to be fake. If there could have been a big lens on my life through some of the situations that I've been through, then some people probably would have got to see some different points of me that I wouldn't have want shown. But because now everything is about a camera or being on some type of social network, things get exposed. And once they're exposed and put out there, ain't no bringing it back. Once it's out there, it's out there. So you can't run and you can't hide from it. Just like the situation with Krishan. Everybody talking about, oh, this young lady is stupid and it couldn't be her. It's a lot of people out here that's a Krishan. They just don't want to admit it because it's not on camera to be shown. So a person wouldn't have no proof of it. But if a lot of people got to be seen behind those closed doors, huh, make sure y'all hit that like button. Let them know that Latte is here. I know I was supposed to go live, and being that I didn't go live yesterday, I slipped in today. You know, I love coming through on Mental Mondays anyway, because our mental gotta stay straight. Hey, Andrea Carson, for real. Robert gets to show us him going through a situation from beginning to end. We got to see how the situation started. We going through the situation through steps through the mid, and at some point is hopefully or maybe, I guess for him it will come to an end once the court case and the judge make the decision. But that does not mean the feelings go away. Even though y'all defended Robert, you still got to remember that y'all talking about someone that was his wife at some point in his kids. And even though he might not like the actions in which she created, he don't want to see people online bashing her to the point that it's not even about the situation no more. People just using his name to bash now. Hey, Miss Foster. Hey, Toya. That's right. Let my people go. It's not what you do, it's how you do it. I can tell a person what I dislike that they're doing. That does not mean that I dislike them as a person. I dislike their actions. That don't mean I dislike them. And to use another person as a reference to disrespect the person, I definitely don't rock with that. That's why I say she comes in and she dips out. I say what I say and I go. I stand on my 10 toes. Is there other people on the same side of me that support the same thing? Yeah, but that don't mean we going to display it the same way. If that's the case, y'all wouldn't go to all of our channels to hear what we have to say about the situation. This person gonna tell a story one way and I'm gonna tell my story one way as well. People might like to hear how I tell my story, but one thing I ain't gonna do is talk into no bullshit. And people be falling into pure bullshit because at this point, if you still following a lie, that mean that you just ain't got great common sense. And I'm not even being disrespectful. I'm just saying what it is. And if you're not gonna stand up for a person once you find out just how wrong another side is, then that make you just as wrong as the other side. Because if you was quick to jump to the defense of bullshit, why can't you be just as quick to jump to the defense of what's right? He shouldn't give about what people say about her because she definitely don't give a damn about his feelings or reputation. Andrea, that is actually the truth. But Robert is a different type of person. He's built different. And what other people pour into his cup is not what he chooses to return as a pour. Just because those are her actions, that's he's not the same person and he's not built on those same characteristics. Otherwise, we would have seen Robert bashing her throughout this whole situation. Even though he came through and told his truth, he never told it disrespectfully. Him telling his story is not being disrespectful. That's him being honest. Now, the person that told a lie may take it as disrespect, but no, he shouldn't feel away. But as a man that was true to his feelings, I'm guaranteeing you he does feel away. Because not only does he see the stuff, at one point or at some point in time, the kids will see all the stuff that people had to say about their mother too. And that don't mean that even if it's right, they're going to agree with it. That's still a mom. Did Clarnell get a role on Power? I gotta post that twice. Well, I don't know if he got a role on Power, but he sure got a role in the circus. And he doing good at playing that role. Between playing the clown and eating boogers, he got a busy schedule. Because that one don't make no sense. He ain't gonna have no good luck. Just because you choose to come in a situation and play with somebody kid, your karma is definitely going to be coming. And for a person that don't have kids will never know what that feel like until they actually do. You could have still dated this woman and not put yourself in the middle when it came to playing with somebody's baby. We don't do that. Someone said he announced it. He been announcing stuff since he been with Brianna. She been announcing stuff since she been with him. But how many things have we actually seen come to the forefront that has been true? It's certain events that me and you could get into if we there. They put the brochures out, you understand? They tell you, know how they have the little club things. Sometimes they be like, well, ladies get in free before 12, VIP section, such and such. Anybody could you pay for a VIP section. Also, right to sleep with the married woman. Yeah, well, that was beneficial for him. That wasn't even on him. That was on her to respect the factors that she was a married woman. That wasn't on him to respect the factors that she was married. If he didn't care, why should she? I mean, if she didn't care, why should he? She already showed him all the disrespect that she had for Robert. So one more disrespectful thing wouldn't be nothing else. Look how she allowed somebody to play with his kids. She's calling him Robert to his child, not daddy. You want to go with Robert? Do you want to go with Rod? Like the disrespect just goes on and on. And like I said, and I stand on that, goes to show you that Robert is a better built person, because even with all the disrespect, he won't fall into the negativity. And that's all they trying to actually bring out of him. But he got more to lose than they do. Let's just be honest. If they making they money off of him, they wouldn't want him to get knocked out the box by any means necessary. Because once there's no more him, there's no more them. I, I was also wondering if he got a role or Power too, because I haven't seen him. Only time you see him is when she taking him shopping off of the money that Robert is helping them make. Because if it wasn't for the situation still playing out the way that it is, what would Brianna have to be spoke of about? At this point in time, she's not doing any clothing, she's not doing any skincare, she's being criticized for her parenting. So I mean, her empowering speeches at this point have no power. So what would a person be doing if it was no longer talking about their soon to be ex-husband? We had to go through the factors of finding out that she wasn't even the one that went for the divorce. After that's what we was told. We can all go back and play videos of this woman lying to us over and over and over and over and over and over again, and then coming with the proof that it was a lie, and the person still choose the lie. That's a sickness. Some people are literally pathological liars. If that was not a thing, it wouldn't have a title. Make sure y'all hit that like button so they know Tay is here. They claimed today on live that they were celebrating something big. Yeah, them damn feet. That's the only thing big over there that they gonna be celebrating is them damn feet. If it ain't them feet, then nothing big is going on over there otherwise. At all. At all. Even down to the fact it's a nasty name. Nasty Nate is only living off of the factors of what her supposed internet friend is going through. You understand? These people act like they have real relationships and they never even met in person. She sure ain't doing nothing that Robert taught her. Nothing. Nothing. Not a thing. And now that she don't have someone positive to give her that push for greatness, the only thing you see is negativity swarming all around. Hey, Mikey. That's all you see is negativity swarming all around, because if they seeing that negative is getting them paid, then that's what negative is, that's what they gonna put out there. They know if they mention this man in any type of way is going to cause an uproar on either side. They side, this side, middle side, even some people that wasn't even on the side, they found themselves in the middle of this situation, because you can't help but to notice. I mean, it's on any social network that you go on, it's being spoke about. She all else is helping kids with schoolwork. First of all, someone was helping her with schoolwork. Robert was the teacher. She was the student. Anytime the student tried to take the teacher's place, you see how she failed. So what can she teach that she hasn't been taught? She only can put out there, and the things that we seen her putting out there was the things that he taught her at the time. Now that he's no longer around to teach, she has nothing to put out there to be taught. So if it ain't about drama, then there's nothing that's going to be said. There won't be no bread. Hey, darling. Everyone, you're right, Tay. If all came out of pocket acting crazy, then that will prove them right. Like, see, yeah, I told you. Yeah, he's abusive. Right, right. That's what she used to do before when they was in a relationship. You start an argument with the person, and once you see that they getting heated in the argument, you press record. So now it seems like they're the aggressor. But nobody will never know what took place on that in that situation before that button was pressed. But good, and thank God, a lot of the situations Robert was smart enough to press record on his camera as well, so we was able to see things from different angles, the truth and the lie. The truth and a lie. Half of these women is just mad at Bree because she had a chance with Robert and blew it. So now they gonna curse her ass out just because of that. And that's what it's starting to seem like, because half of it, and some of these women too, okay? A lot of these women that be over here being disrespectful to Robert, if he decided to sit his balls on their forehead any damn day, they would let him. That's my problem with it. Don't be fake for the internet, because if you met a person in person, you wouldn't have that same energy. Why are they disrespecting Kevin? Why are they coming for Toya? Why was CPS called? Why does any of these people personal business have anything to do with this girl supposedly getting her ass beat? CPS can't help her. Kevin scams can't help her. If that, I mean, obviously. So what is the point of these things being brung up? People want to sit there and try to bash Toya. Me personally, you can't bash something that's real. If you're going to knock me for being my damn self, then knock me for being myself. I'd rather you knock me for being me than knock me for being something that's fake. I'd rather not be a fake any day. And one thing that you can't say is that these people came through and faked who they are. They didn't put certain things on the internet about themselves. It was brung to the internet to try to expose them, to prove that another person was not lying. But how did any of the things that was supposedly being exposed change the factors of the lie? It didn't. They tried to make it a distraction of the lie, but it did not change the factors of a lie. And the same people you tried to break is now together and doing even stronger now. So maybe the only thing that was the infection in the situation was you. Was you. Remember, Yes, when you said it, half of these women wanted Robert, and especially Nasty Nate. We ain't seen her husband yet. We ain't get to see what he looked like. Well, I haven't, because I don't be basically preying for people like that. But I'm just being honest. That lady had a hard life, okay? I don't know what was the reason she was adopted, but she has mommy issues as well. And a lot of people is bonding off of the factors of the mommy issues. She feels unwanted, always felt unwanted, and don't have a place. So giving herself a place in this situation makes her feel like she has placement. This is the most notoriety she's probably gotten in her damn life. If you saying you was being mistreated by your, hey, tells a T, if you saying you was being mistreated by your adoptive, listen, anytime your adoptive mother, that's not even your real mother. Anytime somebody is punishing you by making you eat eggs out of the toilet, ain't no love in that. I'm sorry. If you want to teach me about wasting my food, then make me keep eating my food, the same food, because my stepmother ain't play about her food either. So when we would waste food, she would kindly say, all right, well, you ain't getting nothing else, you gonna eat that same food all day, okay? But ain't no way I would have put my food in the toilet and she would have made me eat that same food. Uh-uh. Ain't no way. That's mistreatment. So then you go to the army. Okay, we already know that the army is hard on people, period. We already know that they break. If you don't have a strong mental, then the army will definitely break you mentally. Okay, and the how can I say, the unwantedness that she's been or had to endure all of her life, now she just letting it out on everybody that she don't know. She's unlashing it on people that she don't know. She's unhinged, okay? But if she had the chance to be with a man like Robert, I'm guaranteeing you she would any damn day. Yeah. Yes. And that's why she joined the army. Yeah, she did join the army. And that's why she still keep her buzz cut. She still feel like she at war because she at war with her damn self. And fighting your own demons is the worst demons to have to fight. That's what people don't know. Yes. Yes, fighting your own demons is the worst demons you will ever have to fight. Because a lot of times, the shit you notice or feel that people think about you, you think about yourself first. Okay, before somebody says something about you as a person, you have collectively said that thing about yourself before. So when you hear it out loud, you just feel like it solidifies what's been said. Some people don't have mental strength to be able to have their own, brain. They only able to go off of the things that people tell them and who people tell them that they are. A lot of people don't know who they are because they so busy following behind others. NJ, what up, baby? The ladies got YouTube lit today. I'm here for it. I need 6 devices. Watch all of it. Yes, we out here in these YouTube streets because the YouTube streets is crazy. We got people wanting to be teabagged and everything. I'm serious. Exactly. She at war with herself. She definitely at war with herself. And being that Brianna was at war with herself, they just set up to be in war together. They just out here warring, some warring asses. And then Dawn, I don't even have nothing to say about her. If you notice in any of my commentary, I never speak about that woman because there's nothing to talk about when it comes to her. She has no relevancy at all because you don't go against the grain. I'm sorry. You stand on what's right and for right. We all for what's right. But the way she's been and went against her own, I don't respect it. So she won't get the luxury of my commentary. Mm-mm, not at all. But we all here for it. We tired of it. And the fact is that they try to make up stuff to make something. They stay trying to say something came from this side. Oh, they was talking about her kids. You going to the store? Oh, I'm outside, y'all. So yeah, like I was saying, Oh, they talking about the kids and this person, and it ain't nobody talking about her damn kids more than she was allowing people to talk about other people kids just as much. What's good for the goose is good for the gander. I'm just gonna be honest. It's just the people on this side got a lot more respect, because have things been spoke of with the kids? Yes, but has anybody down talked those kids? Not at all. Not at all. Now, we've talked about her parenting with her kids, because how you talking about anybody doing anything to your kids and you being a full-blown stripper in front of them, wearing thongs and bra sets, got men grabbing your cootie? Like, you got two little girls and two boys. They already had two men in their life before this one. He's not even 6 months in, and it's already that comfortable. It's already that comfortable. Like, not for me. It couldn't be for me. Could not be for me. Wait, well, who want to give teabag? Lord, let me. Yes, Miss Judy, they out here trying to get teabagged. If Robert was to drop his balls on any one of them women foreheads, he would definitely. They would definitely let him. They be acting like they got so much hate for this man, but in all reality, it's love. And then for them to know that Kevin is into having more than one woman because he's a poly man, and know that they definitely can't get up underneath him either, that rubs their skin the wrong way. Cause Nate is obsessed. She want Kevin real bad. Either she wants Kevin or want to be a Kevin. Either one. Either one. Yes. Yes. They sit there and act like they hate a person, but the hate that they have for a person, the love is on the other side. Trust me. They just don't want nobody to know it. But Robert is showing them. Robert is definitely showing them. That's right, Miss J. Free Robert. Definitely. His name shouldn't even be brought up in this mess today for sure. But it is, his name is always going to be brought up in the mess, because if his name was not brought up in the mess, nobody would be getting paid. We at the beginning of the month. Okay, people got to do their numbers before the 21st roll around, so that check could be looking like something. You're gonna be seeing Nate do a live every day, 10, 12 hours, because she needs to get paid. She needs to get paid. So up until those numbers go in, so people can see what's going to be the estimated revenue for the month. Yeah, everybody gonna have something to say about Robert. But only thing I'm saying is free Robert, because at the end of the day, this man is manning. If you never gave him his flowers before, you definitely need to give them to him now. Because anytime you have the world in an uproar, hey, Kevin, that's right. Anytime you have the world in an uproar, and it's not even something you created yourself, it's something somebody else decided to bring out, and now the attention is solely on you. Yeah, that's something big, because I couldn't understand for the life of me, why would she be bringing people? Why would Nasty Nate be bringing people on her platform about other people? It does not, that don't got nothing to do with Brianna. That does not have to do nothing with the situation at hand. So by you attacking Kevin, by you coming at Toya, all of that is a deflection. And you could talk about Kevin's women, but you're going to talk about something that you know you could never be. You are going to talk about something that you know you can never be, because they're everything that you would ever want in this life, to be peaceful. And when you don't have peace within yourself, you try to create negativity wherever you go. And wherever Nate name is at, is negative. It's definitely negative. It's definitely negative. You feel, and tell me if I'm wrong, anytime you mention one of these people name, it gets you attention. If you a person that never had attention in your life, you're gonna feed off of that. You're gonna feed off of that. You might not even mean, she might not mean half of the things that she say, but because she feels it gets her the attention that she that she desires, she's going to keep saying these things. Like Kevin been on the internet before there was an Amora. Robert been on the internet before there was Amora. Robert put Brianna on the internet and she brung the disease with her. That was Brianna's people. That wasn't they people at all. Hit that like button, y'all. Definitely let them know Latte is here. That wasn't her people. So my thing is, you went from being a fan, because you said it yourself, you was a fan. So if you was a fan, that mean that you've been watching for years. What was your purpose of watching? Because did you feel, okay, now she not with this man? Oh, that not, he didn't divorce you. He divorced her. I'm sorry, y'all. He did not divorce you. He divorced her. And everybody feeling like he divorced them as a whole. The way this woman speaks of this man's family, you would think that she's an in-law. And Sierra's about to get me sick, because now it seems like her and Brianna is going back and forth, but she was stupid for the move that she made in the first place. Because you ain't never supposed to team up with you're not supposed to ever team up with nobody against the one person that your daughter has in her corner that's going to make sure that she's good no matter what. And that was her father. And we can see countless videos of Robert with his children where he's the person that's pouring into them. Since he's not been in or around either set of children, look at the shit that's been being poured into these kids. Look, it's terrible. It's terrible. And I don't even understand how somebody can sit on the internet and call somebody a deadbeat that won custody of their kid. So you mean to tell me I have custody of this kid? I give you privilege. I let you borrow her and I'm the deadbeat? Not when someone signed the paper literally saying that you was a deadbeat, and I'm more capable of being able to take care of this child. That speaks for itself. I think that people not used to mamas being deadbeats, but it's possible, because if you got 5 kids, 5 different baby daddies, and the only one that you talking about is the one that have a name, then what does that say about you? Because you and Brianna both got multiple children, and they both are by different men. We don't see none of, well, we did hear about the pistols and the pit bull. Hey, upper, we did hear about the pistols and the pit bulls, but how are you forgiving somebody that you say sicked dogs on your children? Help me help myself. How could that ever be something that can be forgiven? I'm just sorry. That person for me would have had to be either unalived or mentally unalived for me to stay a free person. For me to stay a free person, because ain't no way. So you making amends with all the people that you say actually did something to you, but the one person that you came out and said never physically abused you now caused you all the stress of your life. It amazes me. Because when I look at the videos and I see the other content creators, because we all spin things from a different angle. We all spin things from a different angle, right? And from every angle that I have seen, once you got with this man, your life changed. The things that you saying is so great for you right now is not looking great for you. When you were in that situation, we could see the things that was looking, or that was actually great for you. The kids was clean, they was together, everybody looked like they had something going on for themselves. The kids had smiles on them faces, and it looked like a unit. Anytime you seen them in pictures, they had on matching outfits to show that they was a family unit. What unit do they got going on right now? What unit do they got going on right now? A unit of bullshit. And they got Amara being the head of the ass of the class. Because I couldn't let her speak for me. I don't even know how people go over there and sit in that live, y'all. Apple continues to be consistent with getting engagement because you need to also have 60,000 minutes. Oh yeah. Hey Meek Meek. You was at work, girl. I snuck up here and did a live. I welcome you and I miss you. But yes, this situation is real scary because anytime people could tell the lies that they telling, it put people's lives in jeopardy. Like it's putting yeah, because I sure got invited to the program today, y'all. I sure did, and I sure did. Where you can make 30,000 a month on Facebook, you sure can. You sure can. I believe she does. It's a fake page. You probably can ask Amber or Lupac her page name. Oh, y'all, I'm down here in the comments because they getting interesting, and she had nerve to call me a bully. Upper, you are not a bully. They just mad you come through with the truth, and the school pictures did it for me. Okay, because that let them know y'all not the only person that could search for somebody's shit and actually get it. Okay. Hey, Miss Sexy Ray. Like that goes to show them y'all not the only person that could look for information and actually get it. Thank you, Upper. Yes. Because your girl got 850,000 views, right? This month on YouTube. And the thing that's crazy, I have two channels. I got Latte World, but I also got Tea with Tay. I don't even talk about Brie on my Tea with Tay channel at all. And I got videos over there that's doing 130K. And that's one video collectively. So when you say that the only reason that we are who we are is because of who we talking about, you're absolutely wrong. Because there's some people that I can't listen to speak, and I don't give a damn what they talking about. Now, if you talking about something that I can relate to, then that's something different. That's something different. But no, everybody that have a voice should not speak. Brianna shows us that, okay? Because everything that that woman says, she contradicts. And people see it, and they still fall about it. And still fall for it. I'm waiting for the school bus, y'all. So if y'all see me kind of, drift off, it's because I'm still on mommy duties at the same time that I'm talking to y'all. Latte don't play about the kids. Let's do this. Let's challenge her. Let's challenge her that if nobody includes her with nothing that has to do with Robert for the month or for 30 days, let's see how good her page does. Because people is only coming to keep up with her to see what it is that she still got going on with him. If it ain't them trying to see what the drama, because right now a lot of people only know of the situations. Her subscribers went up, how can I say, heavily once she put that damn video out saying that she was abused, because everybody wanted to come and see what the story was or find out what the story is. And it done took so many twists and turns that people still, you can't help. I looked away for 6 months and came back and was able to create a whole storyline. When my video went viral, y'all. No lie. My video went viral about this situation on TikTok in November. Okay? We about to be at November again, and people still talking about this same situation. And now they not even talking about the situation at hand that it started off of. It done took all type of twists and turns. We talking about wet eggs. We talking about CPS. We talking about people getting sleeves. Like what? Like what? That's my thing. Like at the end of the day, what else can we say about Brianna that has not been said at this point? What else can we point out that has not been pointed out? If anybody is following that bullcrap or following her bullcrap at this point in time, it's just because they operate just like her. You see, Kevin, he's expanding his YouTube horizon. He's not sitting around doing the same damn things. You see, Toya, she's expanding her horizons. You're not seeing her sitting around doing the same thing. You see, Robert, he's expanding his horizons. You done seen him in basketball games. You see him around celebrities. You see him in rooms that listen, he was in before, but he had to be worried about which ones he went into, because being that he was dealing with somebody that was insecure, he wasn't able to walk into every room without making another person feel a certain type of way. But when you confident in yourself, you're gonna be able to walk the walk and talk the talk at the same damn time. It ain't gonna be about nothing making you uncomfortable. I don't have to worry about what people say when I walk into the room. I am the room. I make the room. There is no room without me. That's how you supposed to feel. And being that a lot of people, Brianna, she doesn't have a personality. She doesn't really know how she feels about herself. She only uses her sexuality to have a feeling about anything, because she feels, okay, I know that I have this to offer, but that's something that every woman has to offer as well. And if the only thing you got to offer a man is some ass, then you're going to be disappointed a lot more in life. You're going to be disappointed a lot more in life. Because then once you done gave up the ass, what else you got to give? And we see the situation that a person got going on right now. She gave up the ass quick, and now she giving up the bag quick. So now she just giving up ass and bag. All, all thanks to her husband, because her husband is the reason that she's able to buy outfits for her boy toy. Robert is the very reason he's able to have a card to pick and have a shopping spree and all of the other things. So basically, Robert is Jonelle's daddy. Robert RH is Jonelle's daddy. That's his daddy. And Robert, he take care of his kids. So I guess he's still taking care of all his kids. Because even if Rihanna's the one that's doing what she's doing for Mooski right now, full time, which I don't blame him, because I'm not putting myself in no unsafe situation. I'm not. I'm not. I'm not putting myself in no unsafe situation, because at the end of the day, then my daughters won't be able to come spin a block and come back around once things cool down. If I get hot-headed and put myself in a situation right now, either I can get hurt or somebody could end up hurt. And that really, I mean, come on now. What purpose does that serve? Because then my kids still don't get me if I end up in jail or dead. But that's what some people will want. If you're not with me, some women think like that. I teach that anyway. I teach that any woman who can't control that cat cannot run a business. Seriously. Seriously. Listen, we seen from that 20 mil video what she had to offer. Brianna used to be a back page girl. Okay. Anytime you was running around on Backpage, they was giving out $40 poom poom on Backpage. Okay. So we don't know if she was charging $40 for her poom poom on Backpage back in the day, but we know that back in page was a thing in them days. And that's how a lot of girls was meeting. Okay. It's not like Robert seen her and he hit her up. She slid in the DMs. Hey, that's right. She slid in the DMs. She slid in the DMs. She pitched. She made an offer. And the same thing that she had to offer every other man was the same thing that she offered Robert. But the thing is, Robert is a real man. So anytime you come across a real man that's really trying to do some real things, you're going to see your life changing. And that's what happened. You was at the bottom of the barrel because that's where all the other niggas kept you. You had 3 kids by your first baby daddy, right? What name did that give you? What title did that give you other than single parent? Other than single parent, what title did any other relationship give you? Nothing. Nothing. You was getting food stamps and working at Best Buy. You was a regular ass female out here trying to survive. A person get a little lick of a rich dick and now they just all over the place with it. Now you can't tell me who I am. Hey, Commissioner Kelly, now you can't tell me who I am, right? Ain't no way, right? Oh, we can't tell you that you was a back page hoe before. No, we can't say she was a back page hoe before. That does not exist. Those days never, those don't exist. People forget where they came from to get where they at. If anything, even if I didn't choose to deal with the person no more, or if it was agreed to disagree, then you still got to give a person their flowers. Listen, me and that person is not in a space where we can communicate right now, but I do appreciate them for where it is that I am. Okay, because if it wasn't for them, there would never been a page with Brianna, because the followers that she had, it wasn't nobody following. They was following her where? Where was these people following her to? No damn where. Her followers was trash. Once she got with Robert, people wanted to see who he was fucking, who he was with, what he had going on. So they started tapping in. And a lot of the females was mad at her from the beginning. Cause he was the ladies was on him. So once he brung a woman or a female on his page, that switched up the engagement. But people were still willing to accept her because of him. So now once we seen her treating, like, people was like, wait a minute, wait a minute, wait a minute. Oh, okay. We see how you is, young lady. Okay. You're insecure and you're aggressive. You're insecure and you're aggressive. Oh, okay. You're an abuser. She's an abuser, because anytime we seen them get into a situation, we always seen her get physical. We didn't see him get physical. It wasn't about him getting physical. So if it came to us believing that anybody was using hands in that relationship, it would have been her. And people ain't stupid. Let's get into that. Hey, Beverly, I'm sorry, y'all. You see your girl is speaking. So I'm getting to the comments, but your girl's definitely chit-chatting. And I'm definitely chit-chatting with y'all, but I was waiting for the bus, waiting for my son to get off the bus in the process. And now it's pouring. But definitely so. Let's definitely get into the fact is, not only do you disrespect me, you go and put another kid on me. I didn't ask for an adoptive son. I did not ask for an adoptive son. I told you I didn't even want no more kids, and you snuck Moski on me, and then we break up, and you go and get a whole illegitimate baby named Janelle. So now we got an outside kid. No, but for real, before I decided to speak on this situation, I should have did my, how can I say, my homework. I didn't do my homework on the situation until after. When she dropped her video, I came out and I just was immediately going off on Robert Baldhead. Like, listen, he's wrong. It's because she young and yes, Brianna is not an ugly person. If we want to be honest, Brianna ways make her ugly. Okay? Honesty is honesty. Brianna's not ugly. Brianna's ways make her ugly. So when people see the ugly things that she do, it makes her ugly to you. So now you can't see a person a pretty face can tell some ugly ass lies. And that pretty face done told some ugly lies and put a lot of people's lives in jeopardy. A lot. And then the bad part, for you to be able to be the person to stop it and still keep it going on. Like when I heard, I don't know if y'all heard it, but let's just rewind time. Okay. Let's just rewind time a little bit, y'all. Let's go to the live that Brianna was on. Mind you, she was on vacation with their stepson, right? She's on vacation with her stepson, arguing on a live about her ex-husband. Let's just get into that fact right there first. What type of man is he? That's how you know he's a little boy. Because ain't no real man gonna tolerate no shit like that. If you want to still be arguing with that man and going through the shit that you going through with that man, you go be with that man. Don't include me in the situation, because then there's no reason for me to be here. But let's just go back to that live. I just wanted to, catch y'all up on things, right? The live that she was on Amara's panel, when she was going off on Kevin, calling him all kinds of bitches and this, that, and the third. That doesn't show you. Now, that's the man's brother. That's not even the man himself. So if she was talking, because she lost herself for a minute, she forgot that she was on live for a second. You understand? That's how angry she was. But when you forget, your real personality comes out. Do you understand? And we got to see who Brianna really was. So if we got to hear her speak like that for a couple of minutes, just imagine how Robert got to hear her speak for 6 years. So her exposing him off of a lie, maybe that was God's way of saving his life. Like, because he wasn't, if she didn't come out with the situation, it wouldn't have been no separation at that point in time. But that made him get enough sense to say, listen, you know what? I think it's time for me to go. Because anytime you willing to ruin me as a person, like as a whole, I can't trust you. And once I can't trust you, I can't fuck with you. You don't get it both ways. It's different if we going through things in our relationship that people can communicate and possibly get over. But once you make me look a certain type of way to the world, how can I ever be with you again? Especially when you're not willing to spin the block and make it right. You came back on live and your way of making it right was saying that, well, a person doesn't have to be physical. He never put his hands on me, but that's not what you said. You said you was abused for 6 years. This man dragged you. This man choked you. Those is all forms of physical. So when you spin the block and say, no, people only think that there's only one type of abuse, and that's physical. No, we only think what the hell you told us. Because if you tell me that somebody dragged you, I'm going to think what? Somebody dragged you. It ain't going to be nothing else to think. Make sure y'all hit that like button for me. It ain't going to be nothing else to think. So you getting mad at people for the things that you chose to tell them. That's like you getting mad at people for not being a yes man. You can tell me whatever you want to tell me, but I don't have to be forced to believe it and agree. It's my choice to believe it and agree with it. I'm just that type of person. Even if we friends, and this is how I actually handle myself in the real world. I'm no good to you as a friend if I can't tell you when you right or wrong. I don't want nobody around me just to be around me. That's dead weight. If we not around each other to be real with each other, then what are we around each other for? I would want somebody close to me to let me know when I'm fucking that money up. Like, listen, you ain't even got to put a person on the spot. You could pull them to the side and let them know, like, listen, that little situation, the way that you handled that, I think you could have went about that differently. You understand what I'm saying? I understand how you feel, but the way that you put it out there, it kind of make you look kind of weird. You're looking kind of wrong out here in these streets. But a person that is fake, they going to go along with it. Yeah, girl, a Nate. Yeah, girl, you right. And yes. Because some people will do anything to feel like they have a friend. Some people will agree with anything just to feel like they have a friend. Because what did Nate have going on her platform before Brianna came along? If you go to my content, if you go to Tay's page right now, you can see other content on there before this situation came about that shows that this is still something that I was doing. Tay's job was giving her opinion on different situations. That's what I do. You can't get mad now that I give my opinion on you. Right. Did she even have a platform? Where did she come from? She was a comment bum. She one of the comment bums that wanted to be relevant. You understand? She became a top fan and then she got a platform. And then now we have the situation that we have. Her just, how can I say, diarrheaing all over the YouTube streets. Because anytime she talk, it's some shit. You could tell a person is fake. She can't even show her real background. This is the first time I've ever came on my live, and I'm not even being funny to those that just do voiceovers, because you know respect is respect. But how you on camera and still got a fake background? That goes to show you everything about you fake. You could lean up, you could sit with a white wall behind you, and that could be your background. But for you to put up a fake house in the back while you on live, that just shows you everything about you is fake. I could not understand that for the life of me. This bitch had popping, ooh, excuse my language, but the bitch had popping in and out of books and shit on the screen like she's sitting in the library. Okay, but she talking about she in the kitchen making pork chops. Well, bitch, you could at least put up a fake kitchen. You could at least put up a fake kitchen. How the fuck you talk about you cooking pork chops and you sitting in the fake library? Like, your whole background is fake because you're fake. Even down to the factors of when she was sitting in her yard. When you sit in your yard, you're comfortable. You're not looking like a guest. How you looking like you hope somebody don't come out and catch you there? Certain buildings don't even use keys no more. They use key cards or PIN numbers. So anytime you walking up somewhere and you got your bag and you saying you sitting, no, you on somebody pray. You was trespassing on somebody else's property, ma'am. You was on somebody else's property and you was hoping that you did that live before they got home from work and caught you there. That's what that was. That's definitely what that was about. Nate has not showed us nothing real about her. And that's why her and Brianna is able to communicate. Name one of Brianna's friends that she started this role with that she still has around. Not a one. Not a one. Not a one. And the bad part about it is neither one of them can't even dislike each other or tell each other now. I mean, tell on each other now or have a problem with each other at this point, because both of them done did some shit. They co-defendants at this point. Brianna and Nate is co-defendants at this point because she done did shit for her and she done gave her the information to be able to do it, which both of them would be guilty. So I can't tell on you, because then if you tell on me, we both going down. So I got to keep this roll going. And if I'm going to keep this roll going, then at the end of the day, right, we locked in for life. She insulted Robert in front of the whole world with those abuse allegations. Yes, she did, Rebecca. She insulted that man in front of the whole world because she thought that was going to be the beginning of her new life. She thought her insulting him was going to be the beginning of her new life. She said, well, if I got this much for him, I'm the wife. You know, he got the cancer. He's sick. I thought the person was going to die. He ain't DIE. So now I have to make money off what the situation would have been or what it could be. So now I'm going to have these people, being that I'm getting this attention from this situation, I'm going to run with it. Her numbers started going through the roof when she started lying. She said, what? One lie got me this notice? Let me tell another one. And another one, and another one, and another one. She could have just left. Carol, you're right. She could have just left. But she wasn't the one that was leaving. It's different when you could have left versus you being left. Every situation Brianna has been in, even though she says she was the one that wasn't treated good, she was the one that was left. Her first baby father left her. He was married. The second person left her, which was Robert. She got married to him and he divorced. That's serious. For a man to go for divorce, that's serious. That's serious. That is very serious. That means he is definitely tired of your shit. And from the videos that we've seen, it's not the first time that Robert threatened divorce or say that he was going to get a divorce. And it had to be a situation for a person to even say that. I mean, you don't just be sitting at the table eating dinner like, you know what? I think I want a divorce from you. Something had to take place for a person to feel that that was not the marriage that he no longer wanted to be in. The big body boy bitter broad was doing narcissistic and domestic violence TikTok and rails before the October situation. Oh yeah, she was putting things in motion. She was putting things in motion, but if you're gonna put things in motion, at least put them in perspective first on how they may backfire and come back to bite you in the ass. Just like that conversation she had on the phone with Robert when she was saying she just don't know why her father lied. You know she is her daddy's junior. Kids take after their parents. They don't say what you gonna take from your parent when you take it. And I guess one of the lying portions of her father is one of the things that she took. That's one of the characteristics that she picked up. The lying. And it's bad, as old as he is, for people to even be able to say, you know, such and such be lying. He just be lying. Like at that age, what do you have to lie about? You've been around too long to have to lie about anything. So for you to be known for nothing else other than a liar, that's crazy. That's definitely crazy. And for the reports to be out there that her father is the P word, and you definitely comfortable with leaving your kids all over with this man while you run all over the damn world, that doesn't make you look very smart either. Because I'm gonna just be honest, and I don't know, y'all write down in the comments, y'all tell me, right? Y'all tell me if I'm wrong. But when Robert and Brianna was together, I didn't see them kids being left with anybody. I think they've been left more now than they was during the 6-year relationship. She really didn't think things through. No, she really didn't think things through either. She had somebody in her ear. She had somebody in her ear that was telling her all the things that she was doing with Robert, she can do on her own. And she let herself get big headed and believe it. But you can't let somebody wear your shoes that don't fit your size. And we can wear the same size, but that don't mean the shoes gonna fit us the same way. So somebody that's not in your situation, how you let them give you advice to talk you out of your situation? Because that's what they did. They talked you out of a situation. Most people want a situation that you get in and you see your life improve instead of decline. And in front of the world, we was able to see her life improve while he declined health wise. You understand? And it wasn't, how can I say, as supportive on the other end, because I remember this same woman getting on live crying every day to the supporters that her husband got cancer. Oh, I don't know what I'm going to do. And do you understand what I'm saying? If y'all following me, I wouldn't leave my kids with the registered upper. Exactly. But why the kids getting left with people now? While you run around with Jonelle, you and Robert used to do things all the time. We didn't see the kids getting left with anybody. We seen people doing family interactive things where the kids can be involved, and the adults could still have the adult time. Look when Jonelle took her on that date on that beach. Look how long he had her walking, about 2 miles. 2 miles. She had a plan for how to come up. That been her plan the whole time. since she been on Backpage. Her whole plan since she been on Backpage was to meet a man that was going to change her life. Robert was that man that came along and changed her life. And instead of respecting him as her husband, she treated him as her trick. And then she felt like she was tired of the trick and now she could take all of the treats and go elsewhere. He's not registered here in Atlanta, and that's a problem. Right. Where is he registered at? If he registered anywhere, that's a problem. Just the fact to be registered is a problem. And the fact is of him being around kids, because even the fact is of that, how is he living in a house with children? I don't even think that you're supposed to live in a house with kids if you are registered. Just to be honest. Because who's the person that you caught the charge off of? Was it a unknown person's kid or was it a relative? And for her daddy to be so tough, for her to sit around and say that her sister's boyfriend or whoever it was that touched her, why that situation wasn't never taken care of either. But now you got your daughter sitting on another man's lap that's not her daddy. Me personally, a person that has dealt with some childhood trauma and being touched, I'm very uncomfortable with myself and my daughters being in certain situations with men. My kids can't even sit on their daddy's lap after a certain age as a female child. He wouldn't even allow that. A little girl is supposed to be kept as a little girl. And certain little girls shouldn't be comfortable around every man. And every man that you get with, your child or children is not supposed to meet. Jonelle was not supposed to be in that household with them kids, even up until now. If she chose to date that man outside her home, then that was her choice. But it wasn't supposed to be brung out until her divorce was finalized. Well, he lives in Georgia and you don't have no time limit, so I'm gonna need him to be registered because I don't play about kids. Nope, we sure don't play about the kids. And me being a kid that was violated, I sure don't take lightly to situations like that. So if you are a mother and you are a person that's dealt with a situation like that, how could you be so comfortable bringing your daughters around men? It doesn't add up. It doesn't add up. Unless you lying. I mean, I would hate to say a person is lying about that too, because some people be looking for sympathy in a lot of different things. You understand? How did she get with Robert? Sympathy. Sympathy. She used, and I'm just trying to figure out. We're gonna have to find out the exact date that her mother passed away. Because every relationship she started with a new man, she used the mama to get with the man, the death of the mama. Yeah, I just lost my mother. So that was the same story with 20 mil. That was the same story with the baby father. She couldn't go and see the mother, we thought, because the baby father kept her secluded. She couldn't even be, you know. I don't believe a damn thing happened to her. Upper, I'm starting to agree with you on that too. Because she gonna have to find a different story to tell, because the story ain't adding up. The math is not mathing. The math is not mathing. You got three different men off of the same story. It's just unfortunate that being that Robert lost his mother at a very young age and didn't get the chance to even experience what having a mother was like. He took on that trauma instantly, like, oh my God, another person without their mama. And we don't know. He said she was on the phone in real tears. Like she used to be on FaceTime really crying. Yes. These ain't lies that's just started. Half of the lies she was telling, Robert didn't even realize that they was lies until we put them out there for him to see. She would put up lives and then delete. So if it wasn't for the factors of us, the creators, screen recording certain thing and being able to play certain things back, How you with a man for 6 years and you never told him the story about another man pulling a gun out on you and attacking your kids with pit bulls? That story never came up. Yes, obituary, like, yes, a habitual liar. Yes, she is. And that is a sickness. There, that is a mental illness. That I hope people don't take that as a joke. Some people just lie because they lie. They don't even know why they lie. That is a real thing. Janelle is playing her and using her. Well, at this point, that's her next. That's her and Robert's stepkid. Okay, he ain't using her. He getting gifts from his stepmama. You know, Robert is this. You know, that's his extended family. They just adopted him because I'm not gonna take him serious either. You can't take him serious, and he just don't make it believable. I'm sorry. Mm-mm. To each their own. To each their own. Okay, but he don't make it believable to me. All right, let me see how I drop the link, y'all. Let me see, cause I'm on my phone, so I don't know. You know, I don't know. I'm trying. I'm trying to find it. Somebody tell me where I go, so I could drop the link. If y'all can help me, then I'll drop it. Cause normally on my laptop is a little bit easier for me. Yes. To Mr. Beast bars. Yes, that's the kids all day. They were so happy about the Mr. Beast bars. Yes, yes. Between that and that doggone prom, and I say I'm not gonna buy it for them no more. I said I'm not gonna buy it for them no more. I said I'm not buying the kids no prom no more. And then I went in Target the other day and seen the new flavor, and I still wound up buying it just so they could be able to do that video. And they were so excited about it. It made their whole doggone day. Yeah, let me see how I drop this link because I sure don't know how. Now I'm really trying to figure out how I drop the link because that's something that I need to know. Let me see. I think I'm on to something here. I think I got it, y'all. Nope, I ain't got it. But I hope anybody that's watching this situation from the outside looking in, there's a lot of lessons to be learned that you can learn from this situation as a whole. For one, this is the biggest one. You don't fumble something that you never had. You appreciate it. I mean, unless you felt, if you felt like you could have had that before, then it would have been gotten before. But you don't get it where you get it at and then shit on it like like if it wasn't, if you still would have had it the whole time, you know? Because that's not the case. Now I'm trying to know y'all because I am really trying to figure out how to drop this link. I ain't even lying. Because now I want to know. Just for future references. It might be some people that want to speak or come up on the panel, and I would like for them to be able to do that. So, even if I'm on my phone, I would like to know how things go. Yeah, but anyway, y'all, back to what it was that I was saying. There's a lot of things that can be learned from this situation. For one, don't be a liar. It's not good to be a liar. Being a liar is not good. Okay? It can ruin you and it can ruin people's lives. And we see how many lives a one lie have mixed up in this situation. It done brung people into the situation that didn't listen. Yes. Oh yeah. My babies is the realest people on my team, so you always gonna see them with me. Anytime that I get some time, I'm going to make a memory. Okay, you never know. Life is short. Oh my God, y'all, it is pouring raining out here. I don't know if y'all could actually hear it, but the rain did not come to play. Make sure y'all hit that like button for me. Like I said, this was not a scheduled live, but being that I did not go live like I originally said I was going to yesterday, y'all know Tay used to come through with her Mental Mondays. Okay, we definitely got to get back into those Mental Mondays because we see how much mental shit is going on out here in these mental streets. People be dealing with a lot of things mentally and just don't be having the outlet to be able to put it out there into the world in a positive way. Because if you could put yourself in a space with people that you feel that can relate, you know, some people can agree and disagree. We don't have to all be on the same type of timing to have the same understanding. That's a real thing. I've been through some things. I'm pretty sure a lot of people in here done been through some things. In New York, it's raining in New York right now. I've been through some things. I'm pretty sure a lot of y'all in here done been through some things. So sometimes to find out that somebody been through some of the things that you've been through, or you give your knowledge to somebody on some of the things that you've been through, all of that is great. Sometimes some people haven't made it to a place where they can speak on the things that they've been through yet. So to hear other people speak on those things, it makes them comfortable to know that, oh my God, do y'all hear that? I hope I don't get struck by lightning, but at least I got y'all as witnesses to let them know what happened. Yeah, she was on live and then we heard something go zip. No, but for real shit, y'all. We all go through things. Every day is not a good day for me. Every day I'm not lively. Like some days I really be trying to figure some things out. And on top of the fact is of me being a mother, I'm not perfect either. So I'm not knocking the hustle of anybody that's out here just trying to stay stable minded at this point in time. Because with all the things that's going on in the world, to even find a peace of mind is hard sometimes. You got at home, you got the kids, you got whatever work that you're trying to put in to be able to provide. Most times our self don't come into last. And by the time you get to yourself, you still don't give yourself the 100% that you deserve. You give yourself what you can at that time. But just imagine if we put into us the same energy that we put into everything else. Like, it would be amazing. Especially if you can talk to somebody that has understanding on the same, like, you know, that's like that thing that I was talking about, not being a yes man. If we come up here and we doing a live, if somebody has something to say and they speaking their feelings or telling something that they've been through, that's knowledge for another person. Because maybe you could be telling somebody else how you got to the other side. You understand? Or don't feel bad for being where you at. We all listen. I done had to make my kids some peanut butter sandwiches at some point in time. And yes, just peanut butter because there was no jelly. Was the sandwich dry? Hell yeah. Was my kids hungry? Hell no. You got to do what you got to do. It's about getting through it. It's the growth. Some people don't realize that sometimes you have to grow through something in order to get through anything. Oh, yeah. And the rain is definitely dragging it right now. I'm pretty sure y'all hear the thundering and lightning, but I'm not going to lie. This make you want to just curl up in your bed with a nice snack and watch a good movie and just relax. Definitely show your girl some love, because I definitely be appreciating the support. You don't know. Sometimes just coming up here and doing these videos, that's mental therapy for me, because now I have an outlet to let the things that I'm going through out. I don't have to hide who I am. I sure wouldn't want to come up here and have a platform like some people do and be fake. No, if I'm not having a good day, I would want y'all to know that I'm not having a good day, because maybe something somebody can give to me within that day can make my day so much better. You know, some people say, oh, it's all about the cash apps and this, that, and the third. Oh, Lord Jesus, the sky is shooting. It's not playing. Listen, if it wasn't for a lot of y'all, a lot of us wouldn't be where we at anyway, respectfully. And that's from Robert to Bree to me. It's the supporters that support us that get us in the positions that we actually be in. We was all humans before we got here. We decided to get on a platform, but if we didn't have the support from the supporters, hello, hello. So I don't like when people be getting too high above themselves, when they be like, oh, why? I don't need this and I don't need that. No, I need it. I got 6 kids and a grandbaby. Anything that I can do to help me and my family, that's what I'm going to do. Anything that you put your time into, it should be worth something. But y'all, it's raining definitely. Your girl gonna have to go. I love y'all. Make sure y'all hit that like button. Make sure y'all definitely share the live. Free Robert. Let my people go. If you can, hit your girl Cash App. But it's always an exchange on the other side. If you listen to me while I was here, your girl is out because the rain is crazy. I love, 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 love you guys.